I need somebody who can love me at my worst. No, I'm not perfect, but I hope you see my worth. 'Cause it's only you, nobody knew I put you first. And for you, girl, I swear I do the worst.
Nothing Feels Better is a song about being with someone who you enjoy so much, you know, where whenever you're not with them, you miss them so much. You know, it's like, man, nothing matters more than this moment right now. Now I feel like I communicate through music a lot easier, I've noticed. Because, I don't know, like sometimes saying certain things just don't feel the way that I want them to feel, you know, like it's easier if I'm singing it like nothing feels better than you versus if I'm like nothing feels better than you know what I mean?
Take your time with this love, say you're mine forever.
I think sometimes it's funny when she'll like tell me to like she'll be like, oh, you should do some riffs all over this part. Like she like ooh, like stuff like that. She'll be like, you should do that on this. And I'm like, no, babe, like I think it should be like more beautiful and plain. She'll be like, no, I think you should do this. So like we'll like end up laughing about that.
I need somebody who can love me at my worst.
No, I never think of it because I just love music. I feel like as long as I'm able to create music and be happy, then that's the goal. It's not about like hit records or things like that, because I can't take any of that with me. You know, when I transition to the next life, I can't bring my money or my plaques or anything. It's just my soul. You know. Honestly, you know what I do? What I like to do is I like to listen to gospel music, and I like hang with my friends. That's like my happy space is where I don't get too stressed. Like I just kind of remember life before, you know, all of this stuff. So I kind of like just humble myself and remember that, you know, I'm just a kid inside. You know, I used to play drums. And like when I was like 5, and that was all I ever saw in the world. And now I've traveled the world. I've seen so many places. I've done so many things, and I'm just like eternally grateful. And I can never. I don't feel any pressure. How did I first get in? Oh, that's a long story. I'll make it really short. So I started to go to when I graduated high school, I went to a studio, a family friend. It was like a small studio, just like set up. And he was like really awesome. His name's Dom. He's a lot older than me, but I just thought he was the best. I was like, oh man. So honestly, he inspired me so much. Like I don't think I ever said that before, but I didn't really know a lot of artists in real life, like big artists. I didn't know that kind of music that much. So him being a family friend, he would play me his music, his personal music, and yeah, that got me so excited about making music. I was like, oh man, I want to be just like him when I grow up. And shout out to Dom if he ever sees this. But yeah.
Promise you never change and always be the same.
I like that. I think that pink is a color that is vibrant, and you know, it means, to me, it means that you're open for love. Like when you see people walk with pink, you notice them, you know, like if everybody wears all black, you know, and then you see somebody in pink, you're gonna notice the pink, right? You notice, like, who's this person? You become curious. It's like, and I feel like a man with the heart is the best kind of man, especially when it comes to women. You know, nobody wants anybody that's like boring and like doesn't have any feelings or emotions ever. So you wanna be able to show that sometimes through the color, that you signal people through their mind that like, oh, this person is probably open for love.
Got me ready to say that I do.
Honestly, I think it's so cool because like when I was growing up, it wasn't a lot of diversity, and like I guess I was a weird kid maybe in the States, because like I used to watch K-pop videos on YouTube like a long time ago, and this is before like sometimes it wasn't like catered to English audience back then, so like it would be like the characters that I can't read them because I don't speak the language, but I would watch the videos for like hours because it's just, honestly, K-pop has the best visuals ever. Like I never seen better video, and I feel like I tried to like mimic it a little bit to like the quality is so high, and nowadays it feels like even like my little sister, like when she goes to school, she has so much options of music. Like she talks to her friends and like she'll be like watching BTS and like oh, I think he's cute, or I think he's cute, and I'm like, wow, this is like, it's beautiful to see the world coming together like this, instead of fighting all the time, people starting to like embrace each other.
I feel alive when I look in your eyes. I feel alive.
I would say I can't say because I got friends in K-pop and I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want nobody to be mad at me. But I think shout out to Somi because he allowed me to be a part of her project and work on that, and I'm so grateful. And I can't explain enough how cool that is. Like I feel like I ran songs for a lot of people, and that's probably one of the highlights of my career because we never met. I never met her, like we never face to face met. And for her to trust my skills and things, like I'm so honored.
I ain't got no home.
What's the old man? I think he's so funny. Like I remember 001 or character 1. I think his character was the most bizarre. It was so crazy. I was like, he was behind. Oh, I hope I not give it away. It's like his character is so sneaky. I thought it was like interesting to watch. But he's not my favorite character, but he's the most interesting character to me. Everybody's gonna say that, but I didn't want to be cliche, like.
Can I call you baby? Can you be my friend?
No, I comment on so many people because I always try to show everybody love. Honestly, people send me stuff like, fans usually, I'm trying to think like almost like every day, like people send me, they're like, oh, you got to check out such and such, or you got to check out this, or you got to check out that. And a lot of times that's how it goes for me because I'm not like on social media that much. So how I find stuff is when people send it to me. And I have a lot of Vietnamese fans, and it's kind of, honestly, it's kind of flattering that people would sing my songs. Like sometimes I'm like, oh wow, like people like my music. That's so cool. When I first started to write songs, the thing that I always dreamed about was to see people do covers of my songs. That was like the one thing I was like, oh man, if I make this kind of song, I want to see people do covers. That way I know it's a good song, And whenever I see that, it honestly makes me emotional. It like makes me feel like, man, like my dreams are really happening. Yeah, I'm so grateful, and thank you Vietnam for all the support. Like everyone watching this in Vietnam right now, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you.
I need somebody who can love me at my worst.
Hey Vietnam, I love you. I'm Pink Sweats, and I'm all yours, and I'll love you at your worst. And I can't wait to see you someday soon. Yeah, so I'm coming to Asia next year in 2022. If somebody books me in Vietnam, I will be in Vietnam.